All right, everybody, we're here with break number Bowman break number 29. It's not break 29, obviously. We're much past those phases. I do not know. So Wi-Fi is off on my phone. Like, my basement has no reception, so I'm saying to turn the Wi-Fi on my phone, and we will get rolling. All right, good luck to everybody in the break. I need to go, hold on. I need to go grab the stands behind me. In Cal, one second. Sorry, I had some stands over here. Well, if people pay on time, Matt, I can start on time. It's amazing what happens when everybody pays. Anyways, we got my cat man, Cal Ripken Jr. here, Project 2020. Ben Baller made the card. Good luck charm. Rubbed them on the 3 boxes right there. Let's say it's really easy to start things on time whenever I actually check the payments early enough. Normally what happens is I'm chasing people down in direct messages because nobody ever sees the courtesy tag other than Robbie. Let's see. We'll run the Sapphire last. Obviously, it's 2 jumbos. We'll run the bottom jumbo first. Good luck to everybody in the break. I appreciate you guys getting in here. Just giving everybody a second since, like Matt said, we're normally a few minutes late. So I'll give everybody a second to get in here. Line the stands up in the back row. Good luck to everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. Had a good weekend. Series 2 comes out Wednesday. I already have the cases. I decided that Bowman University Chrome is going to be posted onto eBay as an eBay break. I'm not going to put it on here. I really do not think we're going to get 51 people in the group. We're not a huge basketball group in itself, so I think I'm going to just go the eBay route and kind of see how it goes by player. And go from there, because I think that's probably going to be the best bet to make sure that it fills. Any extra guys that don't sell, I'll give them away for cheap or whatever in the group. But yeah, I think that's going to be the route, because even if you do it like I've seen other groups do it, 51 random spots, everybody gets 2 players. I just don't see us filling 51 spots right before Series 2 is about to come out, so... Well, Jeff, normally you pay as you claim. This is probably one of the few times you didn't, so it's not like it's not for you. It's, you know, the regulars. This is probably the first one you've watched, James. You've been in other breaks, I was going to say. I think this is the first one you've watched where you've made it to the live part of the break. You've been in, unless someone hacks your account and someone else is paying as Turbo Realty. Series 2 releases Wednesday unless they switch the date. I already have all 10 I already have the 10 jumbo cases and 5 hobby cases. Well, it's a lie. 17 jumbo cases and no, is it 16 jumbo cases and 7 hobby cases? I think that's what it is. I can only outright sell 2 of the hobby cases though. The one jumbo case I got from Peach State I have to put in the store. I can't. Which is, I mean, unfortunate. I was hoping, I asked for 10 jumbo cases and 5 hobby cases from Peach State, and then reply back with 2 hobby cases and a jumbo case. Absolutely ridiculous. Good luck to everybody. I was going to say, we're going to start us off on the first Chrome card here is going to be Marco Luciano, Jorge, and we're going to get into Marcelo Mayer, Xavier Isaac, Yenner Fernandez, Division de los Santos, Kenny Gomez, and Jordan Walker. Talk about what would have been a dud release of Series 2 if I didn't get in with Topps. It's just so dumb. And I know that they're just holding it back because they're not sure how much money it was because it went up so much last time in Series 1. We got Nolan Arenado here on the pink going to the Cardinals. I was going to say because I know that's exactly like a lot of the distributors do that. No. I have a storefront, Randy. I was going to say that I'm trying to open. I'm trying to get everything loaded in the POS system by Wednesday because Pokemon comes. A big Pokemon releases this week too. Paldea Evolved. So I'm trying to make sure the store is open so people can walk in and grab Pokemon too, so I don't have to just break it because I have like a shit ton of Pokemon. We have Fernandez, Manuel Beltre, Eric Brown Jr., Marco Luciano, Lionel James on the 90 out of 299 on the Speckle. The biggest pain to sort, honestly, is something like Heritage, just because the cards kind of stick together. For Series 2 this time, I'll be 100% honest with you guys. We got James Welcome. I am going to ship base card. Like, I'll ship all the veteran base, but it's going to be divided equally between, like, if people want the veteran base, I'm going to divide it equally, because there's, like, last time there was, like, 10 or 12 people that didn't want their veteran base. Marco Luciano. So rather than spending time sorting all the veteran base cards from Series 2, I'm just going to divide whoever wants veteran base, divide it equally among everybody. Shea Langlers. That way people can build their like sets and get the veteran cards they need anyway. We have Elijah Green, because I'm assuming that's why most people want the veteran cards, is to try to build the whole set. We got Colby Thomas, Jorge Artiga, Jorge Ruiz, Daniel Suzak, or even if you wanted to sell them in bulk, like it's easier to sell a variety of them than one guy. Yo, what in the hell? Bro. We have the custom Gabriel Moreno paper here. Yo, what is this? This is like a clean cut. Bro, what in the... there you go, the 101 cut card. Die cut right there, special edition. Absolutely nutty. We're going to have Colby Thomas for the Athletics. It's going to be a 283 out of 299 for the A's. The smaller breaks, I'll send the team their paper, but like if tomorrow I'm gonna pre-fill like a jumbo case and probably a hobby case, and the case breaks will go with like I said, divide the paper equally among everybody that wants veteran paper. We got Colton Cowser, Juan Alonso, Robert Perez Jr., Brooks Lee, Roderick Arias, Justin Crawford, Oswalt Peraza. Nice. Who had the A's in this one? Robbie, right? Nice hit for Robbie there. We have Jackson Holiday, Brady House, have James Wood, Angel Ganao, Max Wagner, Andres Mesa, Yasser Mercedes, Drew Romo. Somebody was trying to get perfect centering and cut the corner too hard. Got Corbin Carroll. That is just a very shiny version of that card. Like, shinier than most of them I've seen. We got Xavier Isaac for the Rays on the 363 out of 499 paper. If no one's seen the Series 2 checklist, I'll post that tomorrow too. I mean, the checklist is probably one of the better checklists they've had in a flagship release in a long time, to be honest. Like, Series 1 was good. I think this is even better. Getting Jordan Walker. We have Martin Gonzalez, Brady House. Corbin Carroll's in the base checklist. Ballesteros, Poyaka, Greco, Junior Caminero. And then we have Brian Rachiro. Plus you have Francisco Alvarez in the base checklist. There's a lot of good rookies. George Valera, Yordani de los Santos, Jose Peraza, Almonte Mikey Ramiro, Ray Brito. And we have Brian Ramos. Jose Ramirez. And we're going to have a Von Brown, 322 out of 499 going to Matt Hogue. And the Giants. On the Von Brown autograph. Have Alex Ramirez, Brian Acuna, Gilarte, De La Cruz, Yordani De Los Santos on the fuchsia. Be a 180 out of 199. For the Pirates and JR. Have Carson Williams. Have Vaughn Grisham, Oscar Colas. Have Jace Jung and Gabriel Martinez. Anthony Paguero, Justin Henry Malloy Lugo, Cam Collier, Sal Frelick, Joffrey Solano, Jason Dominguez, Colton Cowser, Marcos Cabrera, Christian Serta, and Jacob Berry. We have Akiro on the spotlight, Drew Jones on the prospects, DePaula, Zach Geloff, Miguel Blyes, Edwin Arroyo, Khalil Watson on the Lunar. Going to Marlins. Pete Crow Armstrong. We're going to have Blaine Krim for the Rangers. It's going to Jonathan Barnia. Barnia. Brett Batty. Have Ellie De La Cruz, Aponte, Matt Mervis, Khalil Watson, Tamar Johnson, and Elijah Green to wrap up the jumbo. I think he's been doing okay. I don't think he's been great. He's definitely not where the hype was at, but he's still super talented in an organization that needs middle infielders. I mean, they moved Jazz Chisholm out to center field. So it's not like they don't have space to bring up a young guy. He's still also 19. But no, he's not performing like the chase that he was. But then Jason Dominguez also was awful last year and then just started tearing the cover off the ball. So even last year, Khalil Watson wasn't terrible. He was just busy being his best Ja Morant, I was going to say. It's not that he was playing absolutely terrible. Did anybody watch the basketball game last night? Talk about a good basketball game. I thought for sure Jamal Murray was going to bury that 3-2. Because he was making some ridiculous shots down the stretch. But that's my problem. My biggest issue with the Nuggets is they have a couple guys that are superstars. But they, like, the way their system works, they don't really let them take over the game, and I think that hurts them down the stretch in close games like that. Like, I mean, I haven't watched them all year, but in the playoffs, the couple games I've seen that they've lost, it's been like they don't just force feed the ball to Jokic or Jamal Murray and let them do what they want to do. We have Brett Batty and Simone Wan, Jason Dominguez, Jace Jung, Randy DeJesus, Luis Garcia, Kennedy Corona, and Luis Matos. Michael Harris II. We have Tamar Johnson. Got Brady House, James Wood, Ronnie Simone, Olmos, and Santana. We have Amador, who's still tearing the cover off the ball. Got Colson Montgomery. Neither team really has stacked. I mean, Jokic is obviously the MVP. We have G-Loft, Solano, De Leon, or DeLauder. Are obviously MVP caliber, but I wouldn't consider, like, he's not a guy that's like, oh my god, if, like, you need him, I don't know, 55 out of 250. He's like Dirk Nowitzki. Like, he's a superstar and going to be a Hall of Famer, but he's not like, oh my god, like, yeah, I want to see the Heat win because of Jimmy, not because they don't have a good squad, if that makes sense, or they don't have a bunch of superstars. We have Brian Bello on the true purple out of 250 going to James. Right, James Hill's the Red Sox in this. Okay, yeah, I was going to say. He hasn't taken any team besides the Red Sox other than the extra team he took. Then we're going to have William Lugo, 218 out of 299 on the speckle for the Mets. And that's going to be Jonathan Lewis. Taking quite a few teams lately. I appreciate that. Finally gets rewarded with a nice autograph here on the Lugo. We have Gabriel Martinez, Alex Ramirez, Montesino, Peyton Graham, and we have Henry Ramos, 57 out of 250 to the Royals. On the purple Ray Wave, and this is actually a really nice hit. Like I've said before, this guy probably would end up being the starting center fielder if he didn't get hurt in the offseason. So nice hit for JR. Not a ton of power, but a speed demon out there in center field. We got Carlos Colmenares. I have Gunner. I've been struggling a bunch. Henderson. And I have Christian Vaquero on the 16 out of 125 blue lunar paper. Going to the Nationals. And the Nationals belong to Brian Ward. We have Gleater Figueroa, Martin Gonzalez, Juan Brito, Ryan Clifford, Jace Bowen, and Gavin Cross. Have Zadane Rafaela and Ellie De La Cruz on the inserts. Manuel Beltre, Marcelo Mayer, Montez, Edward Julian, Ricard Perez, and Jackson Holiday. Have a 384 out of 499 Austin Charles to the Royals. And JR. Matt McLean. I actually really like Austin Charles, too. Later round pick. A lot of upside. Angel Ganal, Alonzo Tavares, Churio Neto, Quinn Priest. I like him for like the price you can get him in breaks or the price you can get the Royals in breaks, because there's a lot of upside there. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pan out to be anything, but Henry Davis, Jordan Lawler. Regardless, he's probably going to end up being a pitcher if he doesn't figure out how to hit well. We have Brian Acuna because he throws the ball like 97. Jose Peraza. Harrison, Christian Hernandez, Kumar Rocker, and Ronnie Mauricio. The Royals just aren't going to use him as a dual player for whatever reason. We have Jorge, Fernandez, Perozzo, Blaze Jordan, Pedro Ramirez, 160 out of 199 on the Purple Lunar and the Cubs. And I guess, I mean, the Royals just have a ton of pitching in the organization, so assuming that's why they're trying to play him in a position to move him to the outfield. We have the Cubs for Josh McPherson on the Pedro Ramirez, Ricky Tenderman, and Ivan Herrera. Speaking of good pitching prospects, Caden Dana, another kid's a little bit later around, was committed to, I think it was Vanderbilt he was committed to, and chose to go professional. Got higher than what he thought slot money and decided to go into the Angels organization, going to JR. Shea Langeliers, Xavier Isaac, Ellie De La Cruz, Frederick Bencosme, Austin Charles, Alex Sanchez, Marcelo Mayer, and Hunter Green. Have Roderick Arias on the spotlight, Jackson Holiday on the insert. Ponte, DePaula, Sanchez, DeSun, Cam Collier on the Lunar. Nice card here for the Reds. Even though it's not like a major hit, still a nice card for Brian Ward. We got Alex Ramirez. Miguel Vargas. Christian Hernandez. Robert Perez Jr., Colby Thomas, Acuna, Spencer Jones, Jordani De Los Santos, and Kevin Parada. And that's going to be the second jumbo box. Before the autographs have been mid-tier autographs. Blaine Crim's a little bit of not the best auto, but everybody else was at least mid-tier or higher. I'd say Von Brown's probably on the top end, close to the top 10 autographs. Lugo and Charles are guys with some upside. Into the Sapphire box. Should be one autograph in here, 3 parallels. The last Sapphire box, we actually had 4 parallels in there, so we'll see what happens. Should be at least a minimum of 3 and an auto. Good luck to everybody. We have Hector Rodriguez, Anthony Paguero, Ian Keel Fernandez, 31 out of 50 going to the Rockies. Oh. 55 points that are right behind me. Series 2 is going to be interesting because there's like 3 or 4 teams that are really have some really top end rookies. Blue Beer, Edwin Arroyo, Marcelo Mayer, Marcos Cabrera, Tony Blanco Jr., Tamar Johnson, Jackson Churio, and big hit here for the Orioles on the Jackson Holiday with a Matt Mervis behind him. The Orioles going to Zach. I don't know how to say their last name. There's 3 of them in the group. I can't. They never even try to explain it. Kuhn, Keen, Kuene, I don't know. Nice hit for Zach, though. I was going to say, I believe both his brothers are in here, so. Big hit on the Jackson Holiday. If you're not going to get a first, this is probably the guy you're going to want if you're not going to hit a first on the autograph. I'd say that Holiday's probably the top guy that's not a first that has an autograph in this. I mean, you could argue like maybe Elijah Green has a little bit more upside, like price-wise than what he is right now if you were going to long hold. But Jason Dominguez, Colson Montgomery, Jose Peroza, 44 out of 55 on the TO. But I mean, I wouldn't even say he has like true higher upside. Just Jackson Holiday stuff is already so expensive. It doesn't really have much place to go, if that makes sense. Going to Jonathan Lewis and the Mets. I mean, I guess it could go higher. I was going to say he's only tearing up like, high A right now. We have Dylan O'Ray, Carlos Jorge as a 19-year-old, the son, Zach Geloff, Juan Chacon, Drew Gilbert, Jonathan Mejia. You get Alex Ramirez, Christian Hernandez, Jorge Ruiz, Justin Henry Malloy, and for the Yankees, we're going to get Trey Sweeney, 3 out of 10. Great prospect in the Yankees organization. Would have loved to see Spencer Jones here, though. Still a nice out of 10 red going to the Yankees and Boomer. We have Acuna, Gabriel Martinez, Justin Crawford, Max Muncy, and Jace Jung on the Sapphire. Just put these to the side real quick. And let's get into the hits. Do a quick little recap. We have Trey Sweeney on the 3 out of 10 on the red. Jose Peroza on the 44 out of 50 on the teal. Fernandez on the orange, 31 out of 50. Xavier Isaac on the sky blue out of 499. Pedro Ramirez out of 199 on the purple lunar. Arenado on the pink out of 175 paper. Vaquero on the blue lunar out of 125 paper. Henry Ramos on the purple Ray Wave out of 250 for the Royals. In the back row, the parallels we have are going to be Yordani De Los Santos out of 199 on the fuchsia. The purple paper, Bello for the Red Sox. Lionel James on the speckle out of 299 for the Red Sox. Autographs in the back row is Caden Dana and Blaine Krim on the base. We have Colby Thomas on the speckle out of 299 to the Athletics and Robbie Coleman. Austin Charles on the refractor out of 499 to the Royals and JR. William Lugo to the Mets on the speckle out of 299 going to Jonathan Lewis. We have Vaughn Brown on the refractor out of 499 going to the Giants. And then we're going to have, last but not least, Jackson Holiday's second autograph, and Bowman at least, going to the Orioles and Zach. And that's the break, guys. I appreciate everybody watching. The Dunruss Optic football break will be live at 10 p.m. I'm going to try to keep our time slots. I'm going to try to be on time from now on. I'm going to try to post breaks in that certain time slot. We'll run the time slots all the way up to midnight. When the break in a time slot fills, I will put whatever new break is posted in that time slot. The only time the time slots might get a little bit goofy is for whatever reason. If a break fills while I'm breaking something, I'll probably break it in whatever order I can break it in. But if it fills earlier, I'm hoping that by having a set time that we just fill earlier in the day, and I'm hoping that that's like the one key that people just are like, oh, I just don't know when it's going to break, so I'm not getting in the break. I'm hoping that's like one of the issues. Like I said, I'm going to work on a variety of prices, break size. Like for Series 2, we're going to start out. The first thing I'm going to post tomorrow for pre-fill is going to be a jumbo case, like just a jumbo pick your team case. And then I'm going to do 2 hobby, 1 jumbo. smaller break. The first one will probably be random teams, and I'm gonna do a second one that'll be pick your team. That'll be like the first three breaks we fill in. I'll probably do like a hobby case or something like that. And we'll try to pre-fill 4 breaks tomorrow, assuming we fill them all. I'm not just gonna keep posting stuff if it's not gonna fill. Hopefully we fill the jumbo quickly, and then we fill the 2 smaller ones, and then the 4th one for the day will probably be a hobby, and then we'll start rolling breaks early in the afternoon. We're trying to fill stuff on actual release day as well. But I appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night, and be safe if you're not going to be here for the football break. I will see you guys hopefully in 29 minutes or so. Yes, I'm breaking the football break at 10 o'clock, Randy. I think there's one person that needs to settle still, and I'm just giving them a chance to settle. But I said it was going to be 10 o'clock anyways when I first started this break, and I'll tag everybody there.